Yeah. Perfect shot. Welcome back to another video, guys. I'm bored right now. I'm on my deload week right now, and I don't have anything to do. So I thought, you know what? Why not take advantage of some of the video trend ideas that we can be doing and stuff other than just, filming in a gym, because not everybody just wants 1,000 videos of that. So today I'm going to be doing chest exercise tier listing, going from the best chest exercises in my opinion and the worst ones. So this is all based on what I like, what I don't like, how things work for me. This isn't, me trying to be Jeff Nippard or somebody like that where I'm like, done all the studies on it or whatever. This is just what I think. Now, it is coming from the experiences that I've had with lifting. So this advice is somewhat based on, not everybody's body's the same. So I might handle a machine or free weights or different workouts different than other people would. So today I'm going to be starting with obviously the most. Also, these workouts are all going to be just some of the more popular chest workouts and exercises, and I'll be making a series on this where I'll be doing, excuse me, where I'll be doing, leg day, core, bicep, tricep, shoulder, and but today we're just going to do chest, and it's just going to be some of the more popular workouts or some of the ones that I like. So today for chest, we're going to start out with the most popular chest exercise, and that is the bench press. Now, I'm going to be honest, I do bench, but up until about 4 or 5 months ago, about 4 or 5 months ago is whenever I started actually working out like for real. I got like an actual gym membership and was going like daily, and I saw a lot more gains in those 4 or 5 months than the previous year and a half that I had done. But it was like stuff in my basement and stuff like that, which if you haven't seen, I made a video on a workout where I did that. I've got a pretty good setup, but not anything crazy. But I didn't really do bench because I wasn't good at it, but I started doing it, and I've been able to like pyramid up in my weight and get better and better at it. But honestly, I don't use bench for anything other than more than a PR, to be honest. It's like the first workout I do on chest day, and I'll start out with like my I'll just do 8 reps of like one plate or whatever, and then I go to whatever my 4 rep is, and then I try and go for a PR, and I try and do that like once and do that like 4 times or whatever. But because it's so popular, and if you were using it to rep out on, it's a great chest exercise. I'm actually going to put it in S tier. I think it's a great workout. I think if you don't have anything else to do, this really works for a lot of people's chest. I just think there are other workouts that I know that I can use that help me. But I still think it's S tier. I really like it for PRs and stuff like that. And it's like the pinnacle of a chest. If you have a good bench press, that's kind of like how people like, if there was ranks in a gym, it's basically ranked on what your bench press PR is. So because it's one of the more popular workouts, I'm going to put it in S tier. Next, we've got dips. I really love dips, especially on my workout types, because I do PPL, which if you don't know is push-pull legs. Well, I do push-pull legs, push-pull, and then core on Saturday, and then I rest on Sunday. But I love dips because on push day, it's working your chest, it's working your tricep, it's working your shoulder. So I really love it on push day because I kind of get it all in there, and it, if I do something as a warm up before I do bench, I'll do like 3 sets of 12 or 4 sets of 10 on this just to warm up body weight. If you're like a try hard like Titus is, he does weighted dips, which I don't do that. I don't think it's fun, and I just do this, for warming up for something. So that's why I do it. But I'm gonna put dips at B tier. I would put them at A tier, except that as a strictly chest-based exercise, it's not. It doesn't just target the chest as much as some of the other workouts on here. And you know, I could do without it. You know, if we didn't have the dips machine at the gym, I'm not gonna cry or anything about it. So I think it's a great workout, but it's not like anything that I really want or really enjoy doing. So I'm gonna put it B tier. Next, we have cable flies for the chest, and these are going to be downward cable flies. So you're coming out here and you're pushing down instead of pulling up. And I do think that there is a difference between down and up, because I do rank them differently for me. I do both. I've done both, but I don't know. Like I said, I don't know the science behind it, but I'm not as big of a fan of the downward ones as I am as the upward ones. I don't feel as good of a pump when I do it. I don't really like it as much as the other ones. And like I said, you can substitute it out with some of the other workouts. So for me, I'm going to put downward chest flies in C tier. I don't really think they're, you know, one of my favorite workouts. I would be even more fine if I never had to do these. I don't do them that often anyway, but to mix it up, I'll throw it in there. But it's not like, you know, the best thing or the one of the best workouts. You know, I don't, you know, I'd be fine if I didn't have it. So next we're going to go to decline barbell bench press. Now, this could be controversial, but I think this is going to be my first D tier, and here's why. With all the different variations that you can do of bench, whether it's incline barbell bench, normal barbell bench, incline dumbbell bench, normal dumbbell bench, I've heard so many stories, or not stories. You know, I've heard a lot of guys in the gym say that they don't even do decline bench press. It's useless for them. And these are jacked guys in my gym, and they're like, just focus on normal barbell bench and incline barbell bench. Decline is just a waste of energy. It's a scam. You'll get a better pump doing incline and the normal flat bench press. So I never do decline. This is a D for me. I could care less about this one. I don't like this chest workout. Next up we have flat bench dumbbell chest press. So a lot of people do flat bench dumbbell bench press for a few reasons. I know a lot of people do it for stability. It trains the stabilizing muscles. It does isolate each pec too, so that, like, you know, if one's smaller or bigger than the other, you can make sure that, you know, you're getting in good work on that chest and that one's getting stronger. I don't like the feel of these as much. I would rather just do my normal barbell bench rather than these. I know these are super popular though, and you do get a pretty good pump in from them, so I'm gonna put those in B tier. Incline dumbbell bench is more of the same thing. Really good, you know, for stabilizing muscles. I think I'm gonna put this one in B tier as well. I'm gonna put this one in front of flat bench though, because on the incline, I feel like you get a deeper stretch. You can go down further with it. I don't know if that's true or not, but I know I feel a larger stretch whenever I do incline on these, and I do get a pretty good pump out of them. But it leads me to my next one, and that is incline barbell bench, which I prefer barbell workouts when it comes to chest more than dumbbell. For me, it's what works best. I feel like I get a great pump from it. It feels good. Sometimes on dumbbells, it's hard to go heavy because, you know, your arms get wobbly, and I know that's why you're supposed to train with them. But as far as feeling goes, I really like the incline barbell bench press, so I'm going to put that one in A. Though, like, those two are, you know, you can swap them out with dumbbell, and that's why, you know, there's not much of a gap in between them. But I don't know, just like I said, this is bias. This is just me. I prefer barbell over dumbbell. Let me know what you guys think though, which one you guys like and why that is. You know, if they're, you know, for real reasons to be doing dumbbell instead of barbell. But yeah, in my opinion, I prefer barbell. It's just what works best for me. And then we have incline seated dumbbell flies. I'm gonna be honest, I hate these. They're exactly like normal flies, except you can't barely do any weight on it. For me, I feel like it works my shoulder more than it does my chest. And there are other shoulder workouts that I would rather do than this. It hurts your joints. You can't go heavy on it because of your joints, because I feel like it's putting more stress on my shoulders up here rather than it is my chest. I feel like I would rather just do the machine flies because I just hate the way these feel. These suck and I just don't like these. I would never do those. Again, those two never do. I don't like them. That's just my opinion, but nah. Yeah, I just don't like those. Then we have the machine chest press, the vertical machine chest press, sorry. I love this machine. This is one that I use almost every time I do push day for chest. So I'm gonna put this one in S tier. I love the way it feels. I get a great pump from it. And once you get to the point where you can max it out, mine at my gym, I can max out, which is feels great to say because there's not a lot of machines that I can max out. Now, mine could stop at a lower weight. I know a lot of gyms are different. But every time you do it, just because of how deep you can make the stretch go, but it also isolates your chest so much. It's just such a good feeling and such a great pump. And, you just know that you're getting a good workout in. And even once you max it out, just add reps instead of being able to add weight. But yeah, I really like that one. Seated machine flies. I love these. I'm gonna put these in S tier as well. I think those are great. Again, I get it. I feel like a lot for me is how it feels. And like I said, for a lot of these ones that I like, I feel like I can get a great pump with them. It feels good. I feel like my chest is working. I know this one does, depending on how you hold it, feels like it works the shoulders or the arms a little bit. But if you've got the correct form on it, I feel like it really isolates the chest. And a lot of things that I've heard a lot of like the science YouTubers talking about is whenever you get to here and the stretch and on the negative, and when you hold it, you can really feel like a real burn in your chest, and it really feels, like you're working it rather than the seated incline flies or whatever, where it just feels like it's tearing your shoulder off and barely working your chest at all. So I'm not a big fan of those, but I love the seated flies. I think it's a great workout. It's going in S tier for me. All right, push-ups. This has got to be S tier. I mean, I've got no complaints with them. There's nothing wrong with them. You can overload them it's not like, when you get to a heavier weight, you can put a plate on your back or whatever. I've seen people do that. Just a great exercise anyone can do. You don't need any machines for it. You could just be chilling and you're like, oh, I need to get a workout in. Maybe you're on a trip and you don't have a gym accessible. Just do body weight workouts. You want to get a chest pump in? Do push-ups. Do 100 push-ups. And you'll get a great pump and you'll be able to feel it. It works the arms too, but you can definitely feel it in your chest if you do it right. So I'm going to put that in S tier. And then we've got cable upward flies. So how I was saying, I wasn't really a big fan of the downward ones. I love the upward ones, especially if you do it single armed too. I love the way how these feel. Single armed really isolates it, but unlike doing it on the bench or whatever, you can control it more. You're standing up, so it doesn't feel like it's tearing your shoulder off. And the range of motion is really good on it. I like that your arm can move without your back being stuck there, and it feels like your shoulders tearing off, like on uh, the incline bench one. I'm gonna put it in A tier. I really, really like that one. I probably, yeah, even put it in front of the incline bench press just because I've already got the bench press in there. I think I like that one more. So yeah, I really like that one. Again, I get a really good pump for it. It feels like I'm working my chest. And, a lot of these I know you're like, well, if they've got shoulder and triceps in it too, that's what you're doing on push day anyway. But it's like, no, you kind of want to be able to, like, some workouts you just want to be able to feel the chest because if it's working other muscles, you're not isolating the chest as much and it's not getting as much work. So I really like most of the ones that I like really isolate the chest. And that's why I end up liking them, because once I'm done with those, I'll do 3 or 4 chest workouts, and then I'll do, 3 or 4 shoulder workouts, and then I'll do 3 or 4 tricep workouts. So, um, whenever I work out, I want to be able to feel each muscle specifically. Like I said, some of them, like the dips and stuff, you can feel all of them. They're good for a warm up on push day. But yeah, that's my full chest day exercise list. Where I think they're all ranked as far as how they feel whenever I work out. This is what I like. This is what works for me, and I've noticed gains in the gym doing these. So let me know what you guys think, though. If you've got any critiques, if you would move things differently, whether you think I was a bit harsh on some of these, or maybe like the push-ups, maybe I put them too high. I don't know. I just think push-ups are great because you can do them wherever. They're easy, accessible, and they work. So yeah, that is my full tier list. Um, I'll probably be making more of these. I'll probably make a playlist of them where I'll do it for each body group. I'll probably do a chest one, legs, like I said, core, tricep, shoulder, bicep, back, whatever. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.